Hi everyone, my name is David from the Robotics Academy website team. I'm going to be showing you guys really quickly how to install the project for the next group that's going to take over the project. In the README of the project, we do have some instructions in here for how to install it. I'm going to follow them step by step and show you guys also how to install the environment variables. Um, I do have a document right here that I made that shows you how to install these or how to set up these environment variables for, just in case you get lost during the video. Anything else, there's 6 steps. And yeah, let's just get started. So depending on if you got the link to a repo or if you got the code actually zipped up, there's going to be like 2 different ways to install this. If you just got the code in like a zip file, all you're going to do is just extract the code and then follow these instructions. Otherwise, you're going to want to do first, you're going to want to install git, and then you're going to do the following commands, right? So I'm going to clone the repo. So I'm going to copy this and then open my VS Code or whatever IDE or text editor you want to use. Um, I'm going to clone the repo. This might take a while. It's a pretty big repo. And you want to make sure that you put it in a folder that you want to have your project in. So my code finished right here. And the next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to open it up. So I can open it here. Let me go to this one. Okay. And then I'm going to open my terminal back up. And the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to npmi all of my packages and dependencies. So this is going to install all the things that we use during the project, all the libraries, uh, things like that, the framework, everything. If it works, you're going to see node modules pop up here. It should be gray because we put it in our .gitignore. And the next thing that we should do while this is working, right, we're going to basically start working with our environment variables. So I'm going to create a new file here. Just wait for that to finish. It's going to be .env. And basically, what you should do, right, since you're not going to have these variables, you're going to copy these and you're going to paste them in here. And then it's your job, to fill these out by yourself, right? So first of all, let's do the database URL. If I go back to my document right here, it's going to show you how to set up the database URL. Basically, you're going to want to go to like plantscale.com and make a new account. So if you hadn't made a new account, you're going to want to sign in with either GitHub or you can just make a new account with your email. And once you're signed in, my UI is a little bugged right now, but you're going to want to create a new database. You might be wondering, how do I create the database? Well, there's a quick start guide right here that shows you how to actually do that. You're going to want to follow this quick start guide all the way up until this part, right? Once you get to add a schema to your database, we're not going to want to do that because we have our schema set up right here in the Prisma schema file. Okay, you don't have to touch this unless you're going to add new schemas to the database. But essentially, all you're going to want to do is create a database, select the closest region to you, which in this case it's most likely going to be like on the East Coast. The plan type, it's going to be free. You don't have to pay for this. But you do have to put in your valid, like you have to put in like a valid credit card or debit card because in case you do want to like switch plans to something more expensive. I'm sure you're not going to have to for this project, but um, you do have to put in your credit card, and then you're just going to create the database. Okay, and make sure you write down your password for the database somewhere because that's the password that you're going to use in your actual database URL. Okay, so once you've created your database, right? I already had it open right here. You're gonna log into your database. Um, you're gonna click on this connect button, and essentially you're gonna make sure this is on Prisma, and you're just gonna copy this straight into your VS Code right here. Oops, not like that. That was the whole thing. You could copy like this. Make sure this star is like your database password, right? I'm gonna actually put in my real um, URL right here. Okay. So this is my actual like password. This is just created with the in-house, I guess, password generator. And then next one you're gonna set up is the next auth secret. This is just be like any like random string. This is gonna be for like authentication purposes. So let's just do this. Okay, it's a random string. Your next auth URL, if you're deploying this on on Vercel. This can be commented out. You don't really need this. You can also just keep it. Like it's optional if you want to have it. But basically, this is needed if you're deploying anywhere else that's not Vercel. You're going to need that next auth URL. So this should be like the actual deployed link to your website as well. Okay. Now the next one is the Akismet API key. This is going to be coming from the Akismet website. So this is going to be your spam filter API, and you need the key to use it. So this is retrieved by going to the Akismet website. So if I go here, once again, you're going to want to create an account, and you're going to want to click on the free plan. So if you do the personal one, right, it tells you to name your price. You can pay what you can. You can just put like 0 here and just continue with the personal subscription. They're completely fine with that. You don't have to pay that. But once you're logged in, you're going to go to your dashboard page, and this is your API key. So you're just going to copy it and just, once again, paste it right in here. And this is your API key. And then the blog URL, this is like the, I guess, the front page or the home URL that's like making the request. So this for me right now, since I'm on localhost, I'm running this app locally. I'm going to paste this in. And that's basically it for the setup. So once I have these environment variables set up, the project should be running now, or it should be able to run if I installed everything correctly since I used npmi. So if you want to try it, you're going to do an npm run dev. Allow this. Sorry. Okay, so it should be running now on this server. Actually, I forgot one crucial step. We do need to run Prisma DB push. So if you want to copy this straight from GitHub, npx Prisma DB push, that's the command. Okay, if it worked correctly, it should say, your database is syncing or it's already in sync. In this case, it's already in sync because I've already, I already synced my database before. But once that works, you're going to run the same command, which is npm run dev. And boom, it should be working now. So we do have our local host working right here. Just give it a second. Boom, we have it ready. So right now I'm already signed in because I have a cookie. But if you want to see if it actually works, well, you can click on like some pages of the website. You can see that it's working. You go to the Robotics forum right now. If it's working, you should be retrieving all these posts from the forum because these are all in the forum. Actually, you're gonna have to set up some actual like posts in the forum yourself because you might not have any. This is all running on my local database. So actually, no, this should all be in the cloud database right now. That's what it's running on. So once you set up like your, I guess, your connection with PlanScale, um, you have to like create these fake posts, otherwise nothing is gonna show up. But yeah, if it's connected, it should show up here. You should be able to click on any of these, and your authentication should also work. So right now I have like an example email, it's just like david@email.com and some password. You should sign me in. I can see like the latest spam report and everything. Okay. Um, if you want to add posts into your If you want to add posts into your actual database, you can run Prisma Studio. So I'm going to open up a new terminal, things like this, and then boom. So once you run npx Prisma Studio, you have options here to add posts, add users, and some extra stuff. I would recommend only adding posts. Don't add any users because this should be automatically created when you run the sign up command right here. Okay. So if you go to post here, you can create some posts. You could also, if you want to create posts to test out the database, what you could also do is just sign up for an account, right? Like this, or sign in if you already have an account. Go to the forum, start a new topic, put in whatever. And this should be at the top of the forum for now. Okay. And Prisma Studio is like super helpful if you want to see like what's going into the database and stuff. As you can see, we have that new post coming in right here. And yeah, we have all the categories and everything. So yeah, that's the basic setup for the website. Don't use my API keys. I'm going to be resetting those. So, so I don't get charged or whatever. But yeah, That's basically it. Thank you guys for watching.